Hey there, thank you so much for watching. Welcome to the channel. My name is Dr. Chris Erickson. I'm a physical therapist. I run this channel, but I wanted to talk to you today about why I started this whole thing and kind of take you through kind of the origin story of where this all started. So I've been doing this for a long time, 15 plus years, and I've really started to notice over the last maybe 5 years, the amount of people that are not getting the correct care, or the amount of people who are just getting, sometimes not only mediocre or average care, but sometimes bad care. They're not getting listened to. They're pushed way too much on bad advice about too much rest, too many medications, just staying on the meds, maybe even some bad advice about getting injections or surgery. I was hearing so many horror stories of people just not even being listened to. They just keep getting pushed off. They spend 5 minutes in a doctor's office just given a prescription and tell them to just go rest, you'll be fine, just hang out for another couple weeks. So at that point, I realized that there's no standard of care when it comes to mechanical spine or disc injuries. So you could go to 10 different providers and you'd get 10 different answers. Or 10 different treatment protocols, because there's really no standard of care. So I really wanted to figure out a way to standardize this care and get people the care that they're actually needing and deserving. I was really frustrated with the amount of people who were so fearful of movement because they've been told so many different things, and so fearful of re-injuring themselves that that fear overtook them and they weren't even able to do or start anything. So what I wanted to do then was obviously create content to help people, to educate, to inform. I wanted to create the community around the herniated disc fix and the herniated disc expert channel. And then eventually I ended up creating a program to help people as well. And it really came down to empowering people, or giving them the tools that they need to help fix this problem. Actually listening to them, getting in the whole story, spending time on a video call, spending time in messaging back and forth about what their actual symptoms are, what they've tried, and where they want to go with their goals. So with the program, I really wanted to give people the tools to regain their life again, to feel confident in the way they moved, to eliminate that fear of re-injury. I've gone through it myself. So for me, it took some time, but I really enjoyed it, and I really felt so much better about myself when I can get back into the gym and lift and stay strong and move with confidence, and not have that constant worry in the back of my mind of what if I bend over this way or pick this thing up? Will I go back to where I was before? And no one wants to go back there, because we know how debilitating and painful that situation is. So really the pivotal moment for me when I decided to do all this came back in 2020 around the COVID timeframe. So I've been doing this for 15 years. I've owned clinics for a long time. This is almost exclusively what we help people with, is mechanical spine pain and injury. We have physical therapists on staff. We have chiropractors on staff. This is what we do. And when we had to adjust and we had to figure it out in 2020, I realized that we can help people virtually. They don't have to come in the clinic anymore, which then opened the whole world up. I can help more people, not just the people that are in my 10-mile radius from my community, but there are so many people around the world, the United States, UK, Australia, all over the English-speaking world, that are it's shown that it's actually, for me, it opened my eyes that it was pretty consistent. They were not getting very good care. So, what I started doing was getting on calls with people and understanding, what it is that they needed. What were the goals? Actually listening to them, providing guidance, providing accountability. So many people were given just a rough packet of things, or they've been given this advice from this person and this advice from this person, that they were so confused, they didn't know where to go from there. So, paring it down, making sure that they were understanding what the phases were. So for us, it has to do we work through 3 phases of the recovery. So the first phase is the repair phase, meaning that we want to make sure we repair that disc issue, meaning any kind of peripheral or pain down an arm or down a leg, that has to be centralized and reduced first. Once pain is reduced to a very low level, 1, 2 out of 10, then we can move into the next phase, which is more the repair phase. That's when we start reintroducing the return to function exercises. Too many times I was realizing with people, they were given a packet of 10 or 15 exercises of just random stuff. Some of them are good and some of them could be bad, but I think the timing at times was just not given at the right time. So by giving a huge packet, they didn't know first, what to do. They had no idea what the results or the mechanical cause and effect would be by doing that movement. And so they really got confused and struggled with those. So like I said, the first 2 phases were, repairing the disc injury, then rebuilding, reintroducing the return to function exercises. And then by the end of the program, then you're starting in more of the restore phase of that program, where now we're getting you back to, really loading the tissues and rebuilding the tolerance to any of the higher level activities that you want to get back to doing, whether it's returning to the gym, whether it's running, playing tennis, volleyball, anything that you enjoy that for right now you have stopped doing because you're so fearful of movement that you've pretty much, at this point, kind of wrote it off that we'll never get back to doing those things again. It's possible. It just takes some time, and it takes a relationship where we can actually, ask questions to someone and get answers right away and tell them, yes, that is the correct thing. You should feel that way. It's okay to feel that way. Or no, it's not okay to feel that way. Let's do something different. So through that program, I give people the tools that they need to not only help themselves in the short term, but help themselves in the long term. So as you continue to grow and continue to get stronger, you have the knowledge and the tools to help yourself not become reliant upon somebody else to fix you, but you understand what it takes to move forward. And then I want you to feel like you're able to do all of the things that you want to do. You've regained your life, regained your strength, and you no longer have that fear of re-injury. Again, thank you for watching and welcome to the channel. Please hit subscribe and share it out to anybody else that you know that is going through these struggles. I'd really appreciate it, and we can help this community grow.